What's up, guys? Another morning in paradise. It's 7 a.m. I'm out here doing the thing. Every morning I come out here and I burn down a cannon, I have a coffee, I enjoy the sunrise, and I sort of look for inspiration on what piece is going to call me for the day. I don't know what's going to happen when I come here, but anyway, I come and the energy calls to me from a piece, and I move to whatever happens. Sometimes nothing happens. I'll sit around all day thinking, but anyway, here we are. Here's a look at this piece here. Is pretty well finished. I might do a few more little things, but it's for the most part complete. And yeah, so anyway, most people are still in bed or on their way to the cottage or whatever, but we're out here doing the art thing. So I don't know, I'm trying to get this YouTube channel going. I feel like it's sort of necessary, and it will show elements that we don't normally see. Let's see if I can get. So the piece right behind me here, it's the next grain mask paintings from that series. It'll be number 4. I've been sort of looking at, color options and just sort of trying to pre-plan a little bit the layout. He's going to have like a large section of yellow at the top and probably a black and white nose again. And I really like the impact of the black and white grain on the nose of the last mask. So I'm feeling that this guy is going to have the same effect, and because of the way that the grain goes back on the angle of the nose, it sort of gives you that degrading of the lines and just natural flow. It's not easy coming out here, sitting here, talking to the goddamn camera. I'm still trying to get used to that, and it's not my favorite place to be. So I guess eventually I'd like to get people to talk with and not just be talking to the camera. So we're going to do some studio visits to a few art friends of mine, and I'm going to try to have when people visit here to get their permission to film the conversations, film the visits. I mean, I get a lot of traffic through here. Like, it's hard to explain, but through this channel I'll be able to show some of those interactions, and it's going to be interesting, I think, to be able to document some of those conversations, because I feel like a lot of these conversations that I have with great cool people that come through here, and we connect on some level through the art, is being, it's lost. It's not being captured, and it's a priceless encounter. Each one of those encounters to me, puts a token towards my energy, towards manifesting my greater goal of being a supported artist and having proper representation and all this stuff. Like, I come out here every day and I'm building a huge body of work here, and most people that come here or drive through are not in the means of, like, or they they're not understanding what's going on. So most people are not focused on collecting art or like supporting artists. So unfortunately, but it is what it is, and I embrace the hardships that this brings, and like it's just part of, like, I'm not gonna come out here and prostitute myself and sell things for $200 and make a fool out of myself. Like, some of these pieces are in the thousands of dollars range, and I'm not going to just like let go for the sake of letting go, or for the sake of raking in a bit of food money. It's not to that point. We're not starving here. To that point, it's I do have some small owls that are affordable. They're $200. They come with a certificate of authenticity, and they're numbered inside. So that is one option that you can support me with. The other option is Tribe Chroma shirts. So those are $60. You can e-transfer to my email right now, because we have not set up a website for Tribe Chroma. We're really like putting this up on a whim, and we will like tie up those ends and get things properly rolling as the funds come in from the shirts. So yeah, basically, I want to get this YouTube channel to show what's going on, and to captivate these moments, and to have some talks with people, and to sort of like allow to document the process of this journey. I have phone calls to make to a certain few galleries. I'm going to film all of this crap, and like eventually we're gonna do a run to New York, and we're going to do like gallery hopping, and so like there's a lot of stuff to document, and I'm going to start this process now, and it's sort of going to be part of this. It'll be like in a nutshell on YouTube, on my channel, and we'll see what happens, whether or not like I fill up this whole property with artworks, or whether or not I get discovered and finally get proper representation, get the pieces in the right collections, and all that fun stuff. So right now, as it stands, there are a few collectors that are aware, that have supported me over the years in energetic ways and also financial ways, but for the most part, it's like I'm still like just drifting here, and it's exhausting, with the social media. It's super exhausting and demanding, like sitting here writing all these posts and stuff, and trying to do all that. It's really, but I'm trying to get, stay consistent, and keep it going. I don't know about the algorithm or what the hell's going on, because like I put out a reel, and it seems like they're not getting that many views. So maybe my stale Instagram account like is just slowly getting back into the algorithm, because I recently just started posting reels and stuff. So that all takes time, the consistency in posting. So I'm hoping that it makes a transition, and eventually my reels go into the actual reels, and my posts can be seen and so on. But I appreciate the support of my followers that have been following, through this time, and I love my artist friends, and I love to support them and watch them, and like we're gonna do some features. I'd like to try to start a chain mail with artists and feature it on the YouTube channel, where I send you an artwork, you send me an artwork on paper, and I open the artwork on the YouTube channel. We discuss the work, and share each other's work on paper. And this way, I could maybe build a small collection of paper works of like artists that I love. So that being said, let's see if I can get an artist to send me a paperwork, and we'll do an exchange and talk about it on the channel. So that I think could be something cool, and you know, we can have some cool discussions based on that mail. The bills we won't talk about. Yeah. So yeah. Let's so it's at 10 minutes now. I guess I did a lot of talking. Today I'm going to go back outside to the piece that I started. I started 2 pieces. One of them is finished, and now inside here, maybe we'll take a little walk over and go and check it out. So it's a beautiful morning. It rained all day yesterday. I didn't do too much. We ran some errands, and so yeah, it gets a totally different vibe when you bring it inside. You know, the openness of the outdoors. You know, the pieces are not as, they don't seem as big as they are. But when you bring this into your living room, or when you put it on your deck, it has a presence. So this piece has not been sanded, it's not been grinded. It's just going to sit here for a little bit of time. I'm not sure what the finish is going to be. It might get painted, it might get stained. Yeah, so the piece next to it, though, is a piece from a few summers ago. I had a cool disabled, depressed young teenager come in one day, and she was needing some art therapy, and you know, the arts are very powerful for this, and I gave her a wood sculpture of mine, a reject, to sand, and she really wanted this piece. And so I told her, like, if they came back, that she can have it, sand it and finish it and paint it herself. But the people never came back, so I am going to now paint it white, and it's going to be probably hit up with a few more chainsaw marks. And see at the front here, like when the wood is trying to dry, unfortunately it cracked, the relief crack at the front. I tried to get it to crack at the back by having the sun hit the back. It did crack at the back, but pine likes to crack it, like it likes to lose about an inch to an inch and a half of pressure when it shrinks. So I always try to do, like in this piece here, there are relief cuts, and or to remove the core of the wood, and this way the piece, like in the hand here, you can see some of the relief cuts to allow the wood to flex and move as it loses and or like gets moisture. So this piece has been drying now for, it's the second summer, and it probably still has moisture content in it inside in the depths of the core, and so it will continue to probably crack a little bit. But for the most part, like I try to always get a bunch of like relief marks on the back of a piece, and or remove the core. So like, see, you can see again here, I got a relief mark all the way down to the bottom, and that sort of allows like the pressure off of the points where you don't want the artwork cracking. So the important part is at the front of the artwork. You can see already here a small crack from the beginning of the drawing process. It was already in the log when I made the sculpture, but I eased the pressure on this, and I gave it a relief cut on the side, on this side, and on the back. So now this allows for minimal cracking on the front of the sculpture where it matters most. This piece here, you can see the relief cut on the back. Um, so that's why sometimes the rotted out cores in the wood are actually useful for me, because they relieve the pressure on the core and it minimizes cracking. So these to make these masks, to make these pieces, they are actually salvaged cedar logs that the forestry people or the property owners cut, and they don't see the core rotted out until it's cut. So a lot of these people make their money and they discarded this stuff. They cannot make boards, and so I try to source that stuff out for these pieces, and source out trees that have been naturally taken down. I try to stay away from milling of trees, but it's a huge industry in Canada, so we have a lot of people, backyard millsmen, that are like making a killing on the milling of their own lumber, and selling it sort of on the black market, lumber black market, if you will. But anyway, so yeah, this is what this channel is going to be. I'm going to be doing a lot of this stuff and talking and letting the camera roll. And basically, yeah, so there's a lot of things happening. Those pieces over there that are painted white have the first coat of white. They're going to now get a quick sanding, a scuff. These ones here have not been sanded at all. I left the texture, so they basically are going to get a steel brush to sort of break that texture down a little bit and break off any of the fibrous, really sharp stuff. And then we'll be able to move to my wasted paint process and start a series of paintings. I've been so busy, I haven't been able to get painting. My wife also paints here with me. She's got part of the wall right now set up with a large canvas. You can see some of her works here rolled up. She is basically experimenting and trying to find her style still. And I'm her biggest fan, obviously, and influence her in her work, and we work, as a unit. She influences me, and it's just a beautiful thing. So when you have, a partner or an artist that you can trust in your process, it's really nice to have. So, yeah, basically that's it. I'm going to do some carving in a little bit, finish my coffee, and it's a beautiful day. So, we'll see if anybody comes by today, and if so, I will try to document that and get some cool conversations. And yeah, so subscribe and get the algorithm going, and let's see if I can get 100 subscribers, and then 1,000, and then 10,000. So let's see what happens here, guys. So thank you for your support, and we'll see what happens today. Peace.